back again. Well versed. My name is Parish Butler. I am your host, and we got somebody special in the building today. She's a community leader. She focuses on healing and a lot of other things. LaShata Grayson is in the house today. How are you today?
I am great.
Man.
I'm trying to be well versed.
Yes, LaShata is well versed, and those who don't know, you were supposed to be one of the very first guests on this show. But thank you for finally being here, and just thank you for believing in this whole project from the beginning.
Yeah, first off, yes, I was supposed to be, one of the very first guests, but also I think just time is everything. I think a lot of people know this. If you didn't know, just music. I love when it came out in the project and just this notion of being well versed, this notion of music. And it has so many different ways to therapy, whether it's working out, whether it's mental stimulation, whether you're going through something with pain. I love this notion of like being well versed and you get to decide like what you well versed in.
Yes.
And so I was like, I gotta be a part of it. I got to. So I'm big ups to you. Just the thought of it, the project within itself, music, different genres, and then like I've been watching, so you've been highlighting so many different things, whether it's love. I see you had Aisha on here on Cuffing Season. I see you had Dom on here. Yes. Like you've been having a variety of different entrepreneurs, different people in different ways that people feel well versed in their category. And so I'm just excited, like I said, to dive into some things. I have so many different intersections of myself, and so I'm excited.
I'm just happy about it. And then I tell people like the title of the show, Well Versed, we're on a journey to becoming well versed. This is not like me.
You're not there.
I'm never. Life is a journey of getting there, getting to that place where like none of us know everything, but we're trying to absorb as much as we can along the way. And then music is just the perfect vehicle to share life experiences. I wanted to be able to share life experiences without it being like super heavy or anything. So like the entry point being music is a little bit lighthearted, and for many people, music serves as a time machine. I know for me,
I love that.
Especially. But okay, so me and you are from the same hometown.
Period. Gary.
Yes.
They be trying to say people don't want to ride through. Gary. Best hood food. That's a.
But so we get a lot of the Chicago radio stations. So part of my music journey was listening to 107.5 WGCI. Listening to Herb Kent, the Cool Gent on V103.
Like V103.
On my way home from Chicago, my grandfather be playing Marvin Gaye or whatever they had on V103, like them Sunday evenings, whoever that was on the air, man. And all those experiences shaped me. So what was it for you? Was it like more radio? Was it more internet? Because you're a little younger than me, so what's the entry point of music in your life?
That little shade in there. You're a little younger than me. Okay.
You might not know about all this.
Okay. I love, like I said, some of the classics, right? But also it was a station, what was it, 106.3? And so even that station, my granny used to listen to. The radio was a thing. Like being in Gary, like you would really turn on the radio. I don't think now I don't listen to the radio at all. Even if I wasn't in Indianapolis, but I love, Sunday we would always play 106.3. The music will be playing for gospel or even R&B, where it would be them different mixes on the radio where it's this time and the DJ just jamming, and also the giveaway. Sometimes callers used to, it's the notion of people used to call in, it used to be questions. It just gave this nostalgic type of feeling.
Yeah.
Like it's giving that in the 106 and Park type of days, right? Rap City, like those type of days where you used to come home from TV to watch 106 and Park, right? Like when BET Awards used to be like a thing where you and all your family be like, oh, we got to watch the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards,
right?
But especially, like I said, 106 and Park, I never forget those things. But with the radio, my granny and even my auntie put me on to so many different genres of music, but also this notion of when you're listening to a song, feeling it, right? Feeling it and understanding the lyrics and the pain that it's describing. And so I've been in my old school oldies bag, but it honestly originated from them playing the radio or actually saying like, you don't know about this. Let me put you on to something. And so that's really the thing. Versus now, I think I'm all about Apple Music. I don't even the radio is like a last minute factor.
And then also the explosion of cable television too was major for me. Be watching BET. It's almost like I went straight from Nickelodeon to BET. It was like no in between. Like around 9, 10 years old, I started like flipping my channel over to BET. So I'm seeing videos for the first time, and I'm more of a visual type person too. So even before I started really watching music videos, no lie, I would listen to songs and be making a video in my head. I'll be just trying to imagine like, man, what would this look like? And then I seen More Money, More Problems video.
Come on.
And they was on the golf course and stuff, and I just seen how extravagant a music video
The creativity.
Yeah, so it added a whole new dimension to music for me.
Do you feel like with that project, when we think about music, whatever genre, the creativities in videos, do you feel like it's not the same versus when, because you were up there in age, when you were in school, and it used to be this creativity, and we think of like a Ludacris, right? Ludacris videos used to be his hair big, or even a Missy Elliott with the bad Busta Rhymes, like all these different collaborations or these pieces as it relates to putting together a project.
Yeah.
When it came to the music and when it came to videos, do you feel like that has changed now?
Yeah, I think it's drastically changed because budgets have changed. Naturally, if you're going from $1 million budgets to, I don't know what the budgets for music videos are these days. I feel like a lot of the production value has been lost. But there's still an opportunity for creativity, by, using the things that you have and coming with original concepts. But yeah, I definitely feel like things have been stripped down more. On Instagram now, you see artists, they pretty much be just posted. They be outside in front of a brick wall or something, or just in front of some type of painting or something like that.
Yeah.
You just find different ways to capture the fan's eye. But yeah, those big budget videos and stuff, they've gone away.
See, I think, okay, so I think of it like this. Yes, the big budget, but also this the thought, right? And we're living in a generation now where like a certain times 2 minute song is too long. You barely getting 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like some songs used to be like 4 minutes. Or I'm even thinking about, like I said, old school music, the Gladys Knights, the, and the Pips. Those are the type of people like Marvin Gaye. Some of those songs used to be long, but it would really have you sitting and thinking, even we can even go Outkast, like long, but it's like, oh, I see what you meant by that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like now, because of the generation we are in, and the Generation Z, and just people's attention span, we got TikTok, it's like 30 seconds. And so it's because of that, the lack of artistry and the lack of creativity sometimes goes under the window, because they're trying to get something that's so small and get you to really focus and lock in, versus like us, our wave of people of like, wait, play that back, or we'll play a whole song and really be feeling the things that it's saying or processing, or even look forward to the video and see like, oh, ooh, how you do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's the issue too. Now it's like you only got a certain window to capture someone's attention.
Yeah, it's like, well, how do you think artists, how can they cut through all the noise and try to connect to their consumers? What are some like alternate ways that you think they could do that?
Well, for me, because I speak to college students and travel, I am real big into speaking is an art and a science, right? And so I don't change anything about my art and my science to tailor towards anyone else, right? And so example, when it comes to the topics that I speak on about mental health and about just development of a person, I'm really big on speaking into my authentic way and understanding that I'm not for everybody. So that's the first thing with anything with music, artistry. I just feel like you're not going to be for everybody. And I've been recognized that those who I am for, they get it, they understand me as well. But also it's just like, what ways can I accommodate different people's learning styles? Because I do come from education, and being a former special education teacher, I'm like, what ways can I accommodate? Whether it's people are visual learners, whether they need something, so specific. So even with music, right? I use music sometimes within my speaking or even in my references. It's like, what different ways can I capture a person or make them understand the vision that I'm going for, right? I'll even use example, when I listened to JT No Bars, JT No Bars, it was a simple video, but the bars was just so up there. It's like you knew what she was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the things. Even what Ken the Man, love a Ken the Man.
Yeah.
Ken the Man, Houston, really flowing in. I don't think her songs are that long. She had a song called Black on her project, but she did an extended version of Black. So it just was a sneak peek into who she is, her artistry. And it's a great way to introduce, yourself. Also, you got the Lady London, right?
Yes.
Who focuses on freestyles, focuses on now she's having extended projects, but started off doing those small clips of freestyling.
Yeah.
Right. And so to get in the door, but now it's like, okay, I want bigger projects. I want you to know I like zodiac signs. I want you to know I was an HBCU grad, like all those different things. And so I would say primarily with music, those artists, the ones I list, is like giving people a taste to figure out what you like, to be authentic to yourself, but also tailoring it to modern day, like example, the snippets, the clips, and all those different type of things.
Yeah, I kind of do I like that culture we have now of like snippets and different clips, because it kind of showcases different aspects of artists' personality, and it kind of humanizes artists to me. I feel like we're in an era where authenticity is king. Yeah, so being able to have content that's really reflective of your life,
Like Wale Project.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to shy away from what we really going through. And in fact, you're helping so many people by sharing those authentic stories. So I think there's a lot of pluses to it. Yeah, we lost a lot of the production value, and a lot of the money in the industry has, went other ways, man. But I feel like we're starting to adapt.
I agree. And I think it's different ways to tell a story. I think that's what music is all about, whether it's rap, whether it's an EP, whether it's an album, whether it's a freestyle, right? All of it is a form of storytelling. And so it's different ways that you can tell a story or tell whatever it is you want to get to your audience. I reference Wale because so many people were asleep on Wale and was just like, oh, well, he's sensitive, X, Y, and Z. It's like his projects are stories, and he gonna tell you what he going through if you pay attention, whether it's small, whether it's short songs or long songs, you're gonna get a little bit of turned a little bit too. So it's just like the variety of palette, but also his project, I think, what was it called? Everything is a Lot. Yeah, everything is a lot.
Everything is a lot.
And that's gonna get conversation going within itself, right? And so I love this notion. That's why I was excited to come on here, because it's music and it's a form of art.
Yeah.
And people don't think of it as like that. And so that's why sometimes certain artists or certain music, I'm not vibing with this. I don't know where we going. Even with female rappers, like certain rappers now, I'm like, yeah, this not where I'm at.
Okay.
This not where I'm at. I'm not there anymore.
Let me ask you, do you feel like female hip hop, do you feel like the artists kind of need to diversify the topics?
I think they are not necessarily it's for the audience that they serve. Some people, you gotta think let's go sexy red, right? Get it sexy. Somebody, hey, my brother, he tells you, I love sexy. Like he love that, he love that trap, St. Louis, like she's who she is.
Right.
And I think it works for the market or the demographic of people that rock with it. You got a Cardi B, like Cardi B is very much who she is. It rock, like it sells. So like being authentic to who they are, I think it would be great for them to diversify their portfolio, but if it's working and it's truly who they are, leave it there. I'm not expecting Sexy Red to come like Lady London.
Right.
It's no way. I would be like, oh, really? Yeah. We're getting a little bit deep. But also, you got a Megan Thee Stallion, right? Who can be a little bit versed and trying to do them different things, but keep the main thing the main thing. If you know that's what work, cool. Yeah. But when we think about, let's go Beyonce. Who has tried so many different genres and different things, that takes a skill and that takes a level of courage too, because you got to put yourself out there. Yeah. And so I think, and to what you said, different artists have different budgets and different contracts. Some people are, we think of Chance the Rapper, who's independent, who gets creativity and gets to decide what he want to do, how he want to produce, and he's going in a different, he's even going in a different way as it relates to what he's doing. And so I think it's all about staying true to who you are and your core audience. If you want to diversify your portfolio, I think that's great. And if you known for what you're known for, it's kind of like why mess up a good thing? And people rock with it. Like I know when I want to turn up, when I'm really in my like outside, I'm gonna put on sexy.
Okay.
I'm gonna put sex. Okay, but when I'm like feeling confident or like even sometimes before I speak, I'm like I need to pop my ish.
Yeah.
Ken the man.
I was
dropping
gonna be my
Ken.
next question. Like when you getting ready to go to a conference or you got a big speaking engagement, you know, what really puts you in that zone?
Ooh.
Do it depend on the type of event you're going to?
So I love Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
Way Too Gone. That's on the playlist all the time when I speak. First by Ken the Man. Definitely gonna be on there. Sometimes, you know, if it's a low, like I spoke the other day and it was like at 8:00. I did a little Wale, you know, just to vibe out, just to get that scene. When I talk to Black women, and it's something related to either well-being or mental health, I'll put on some Janae Aiko. Like just to simmer myself down, calm myself, relax, and set that pace. But if I'm not feeling as confident in myself, Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill's, the staple, Dreams and Nightmares every time, because I got to turn myself up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I speak in only white spaces. And me being from Gary, Indiana, it's not always easy. I'm very confident in my abilities, but you know, you need to pop your ish and be like, hold on, let me get in tune real quick.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you though too, like who gave you, like where did you find your audacity to do what it is you do? Because it takes a lot of confidence to stand up there in front of hundreds, dozens, hundreds, to deliver a message with confidence, to look people in the eye. People, you know, people might be sleeping in the back. Like, how do you really? Who gave you that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one, I had a testimony and a story. And so really going back to just God, really but giving me this journey to be able to share my story. I think I've always been a talker. So that's never been the issue. But the confidence is something that I just developed over time with my dad. My dad is very good at empowering me and telling me like, hey, you know, you have a gift. And even my mom, she's very big and said, God gave you this gift. Speaking in front of people doesn't come easy to everybody. And when I realized it came easy, I was like, okay, cool. I think when I started to get bigger, like in front of bigger crowds, I had to take a second to breathe. And also the confidence, I think that's why I love, as I said, this platform, music. Music really relaxes me and also made me realize like so many artists and people are telling their story. And so listening to that, it motivates me, it gets me excited. And looking at people who look like me in the audience always helps. When I see a Black girl, or even when I'm speaking to college students and I see that they feel seen, that gives me a little bit of more motivation to show up or to present myself or to be in this light, because I'm really helping someone. Right? It's not all about me. It's about what they can get from what I'm saying and from what I have experienced.
Okay. Yeah, and then like for me, with this, like this was an exercise in me learning how to be a better public speaker. You know, I don't feel like it comes easy to me.
I think you be vibing.
Yeah.
You're a mellow type of person.
I'm a mellow person.
So it works.
Yeah. So I don't really go out of that. Like I stay in my range with it, but I also just want to speak clear. I want to stop saying like and so much. You know, I edit all my video and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm saying like and so much. But that specifically, like, how did you clean up the filler words in your speech?
That's a good question. So practice. I practice a lot when it comes to the stories that I tell. I have 3 specific stories that I've told so many times that I know them like the back of my hand. My cadence at the beginning, I'm going to eat. As soon as I start talking and starting to speak and give a keynote, I am going to really go in, but I practice. And I also have mentors and people who have given me feedback, right? And so sometimes you might get a from me. You might. And I think I'm okay with that, because I have to let people know I am polished, but I'm not perfect. And I don't want to be perfect, because it's always room for progress. And so I think that's one of the things where I take a moment and reflect. And I look back at a lot of my videos. I get a lot of my sessions sometimes recorded, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm only like year 6. And so at the beginning, I was in a lot of video recorded. I was getting a lot of things. And so another area that I practice, sometimes I pause. Like I'll take a second and pause.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get my thoughts together, or I'm getting too anxious and I need to take a minute, or I need to let them feel it. Because sometimes you drop a bar, you drop it and you keep talking and they missed it.
They lost it.
They missed it. And also, you know, I think some of the best speakers are pastors.
Yeah.
And the storytelling, the referring it back to the text, all of those things, the narration of what's happening within the Bible. And so I have studied a lot of pastors. Sarah Jakes Roberts.
She's really good.
So I've watched
and
paid attention, the connection. Also, that, you know, they're anointed, but just this notion of how they're going back to the text, making the story all make sense. Because telling the story, it provides a lot of different context, and you got to keep a person paying attention to what's happening. I think the other areas, I'll be myself. Sometimes you're going to get some slang. You're going to hear that, Gary. You're going to hear it. And they love it. And people love it.
I think that's great, though, because in the age of artificial intelligence, it's almost like it's proof that it's real when you hear or like, or I put a little twang, I put my accent into the speech. I think that's valuable nowadays because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, you know, a lot of things, when I'm reading captions sometimes, I'll be wondering, like, man, is this all chat?
Because chat
I'm
goes
cool with
say,
chat, but like, you got to sprinkle in some stuff that's you to make it authentic.
You have to have a way in which you want to present yourself or your own flow. Like, example, I can use chat, or even other people, you know, use chat. But for me, when I use chat, I'm like, yeah, that's not it. I know because I'm a speaker. So I know the cadence. I know how I want it to flow. I know how I want it to sound. I can instantly look and say, oh, that's not me. That's not it. And then I got to type. I got to write a lot of myself. And also, I think people think that because I speak, I write everything out first. I write it exactly how I talk. And that's the problem people have too. They try to make stuff sound professional. No, I write exactly how I talk before I give a speech. I need to know if I say, girl, I'm not going to say girl, comma. No, I'm going to say exactly how I talk.
Yeah.
And people are not doing it.
Yeah, and I think that engages the reader a lot more when you can read it like that. And you can see that girl with 3 eyes.
Versus.
Now I know what kind of girl that was.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. So you just finished up a conference, The Blueprint of Running the Yard, pre-conference session.
Yes.
Explain that to the audience, you know, in layman's terms for people who may not know exactly, you know.
What I do, okay.
Yeah.
So I was at a Fraternity Sorority Life Conference leadership. Prior to me being into speaking, I served college students. So went from special education students to college students, and primarily teaching them, when we think about the blueprint for running the yard, well, specifically for culturally based groups, MPHC or the historically multicultural organizations, yard is this notion of the campus and how are you really handling your business as an organization. And so providing them with tips and tools to essentially be better business owners. That's all. When you have a student working in college, it's like running a business. And so teaching them, hey, how about we know how to manage people? How about we learn how to do that? How about we learn how to navigate difficult conversations or hold people accountable? Or how about we figure out what problem we're trying to solve? And we have AI now. So how about we actually learn how to use different systems and put tools in place? And those are trainings and workshops versus my normal keynote where I'm up on stage for about 45 minutes. And so with my trainings, I'm able to have breakout groups, explain stuff more clearly, break stuff down deeper. It's less stories, more content, more actionable things, more transferable skills versus my keynotes. You're gonna get a good story in there too. Some actionable things, but not as much because it's a wide range of audience. And so I had that session. I had another session that was called Clarity in the Chaos, which is my TED Talk, The Power of Saying No. And so that's when it switches to I'm teaching college students on how do you deal with rejection, right? Because it's not that you won't receive rejection, it's no one teaches us how to deal with it, right? And timing. So rejection could be redirection.
Yeah.
And so teaching them how to really learn about themselves. I don't think a lot of people spend, even me as an adult, I'm in a space of learning more about myself. We don't spend enough time processing and learning about ourselves. And so just that's what the conference was really about, helping college students and figuring out how to navigate life.
Yeah.
I tell them a lot of stories. I talk about music, and I also talk about this notion of different stories with different artists that kind of relate to me, right? Whether it's a song, whether it's remembering certain different things, but really just preparing them for life after college.
Right.
And so literally I tell people all the time, I wish that I would have done a good amount of things differently. And it's the other part of everything happens for a reason. And so one thing I left with the students is each assignment in your life, whether it's college, whether it's rejection, it's going to get you closer and closer to the purpose that God has for you.
Yeah.
And so you got to just accept this as it is. But as you're accepting it, I still can teach you how to navigate and deal with some things. I still can give you some gems. I can still give you some things that's going to help you out. And so that's what essentially I was able to do.
That's great. And I love the concept of your taking no as redirection.
Listen.
Also exercising your no. I don't think enough. I don't think enough of us exercise our no. And I actually seen something this morning where I think it was Trevor Noah. He was talking about when you have people with ADHD, like start with no, because sometimes people we get all these requests and stuff, and we want to serve everybody, we want to be everywhere, so we be like, oh yeah. And then we commit to things, and then a week or two later when that commitment comes up, we like, damn,
why did I do that?
Why did I commit to that? So exercising your no, understanding that it's a no is not a personal attack. I think that's important as well. But let me ask you, what's a frequently asked question from these college students, especially young Black women in school? What's on their minds? What's something that tends to be a common question that you get?
I think a common question, normally they ask me about how I command the room. They'll say, you have so much confidence, how do you command the space? That's usually one from Black women. But another one I feel like that's really important is, how do I ask for help or show up for myself? That's a lot of times because they're struggling with college, being in their organization. You're going through your identity development as a college student. So identity development, essentially, the framework and theories is what is your life outside of what your parents taught you?
Yeah.
And so in college, you're figuring out, do I want to go to church? Because nobody's waking you up and telling you to go. And realizing, how do I balance all these things? And how do I unlearn some of the issues and behaviors that I was taught?
Yep.
And so telling them a lot of times, one, with the confidence and the speaking, I always tell them I practice, and I don't speak on areas that's out my scope, right? And so certain topics I just won't talk about.
Yeah.
I don't talk about, and certain things I just don't do, right? I think we see a lot of hosts, we see MCs, it's a lot of waves of different, even speakers with women in Indianapolis, and certain things I don't do. I don't host, I'm not an MC.
Yeah.
I don't prefer to do that.
Do people ask you to be an MC?
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I do not I can lead a panel and facilitate. I don't prefer to do that. I like trainings and giving keynotes. I that's my jam. And so telling them that, and I think the other notion of asking for help, they talk to me about that.
Okay.
Is practice, right? Practicing and understanding myself. I told them I spent a lot of time. I've taken a lot of time getting to know what is it that I need. And so I can be able to articulate that in my job, in spaces where people are not trying to pay me the money for me to speak. And so really taking out that time. I went to therapy, but I had to explain to them too. I started therapy in college when it was free. Versus now, insurance and paying for it. And so explaining to them too, the resources that's available for them.
Yeah.
Right? And how are they utilizing it? Are they practicing speaking in their organization? Are they actually taking out the time to go to therapy or figure out what is it that you like or know about yourself to kind of make some steps and some strides? Right? And then I teach them too about accountability. Not even accountability, advocacy. If you're not advocating for yourself, let's do a Starbucks order. Starbucks order is wrong. You drive off. You know it's wrong, and you drive off. How you gonna advocate for yourself to get $10,000 more and you can't even correct the person that's getting your Starbucks order wrong? Something so small, right? But if you can't do it on some larger platform, and so teaching them those just tangible skills. But yeah, that was a good question. Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, if you can pick an album that describes your journey to creating well verse, what album would it be?
Ooh. An album
Since we're talking about areas. Yep.
that describes my journey of creating well verse. I gotta say, it's crazy because I got like a little cheat sheet right there behind you. Because I got all these. So that picture right there is like a lot of albums that have been like very pivotal to my life.
Okay, I see Brandy. I see 50 Cent.
So I'm looking
at
Nothing
Get Rich or Die Trying. That's the savage mode.
That's if you said top five, that would have been in there. But I probably say Nothing Was the Same.
Really?
Nothing was the same because I feel like I'm putting myself out there in a way where like my life will never be the same after this. Like not saying that like this show is just blowing up crazy like that, but like when I'm in public now, like when I go like to the basketball games and stuff, and people be like, "Oh, I see you on TikTok," or "I see your shorts." So I'm putting myself out there in a brand new way that I've never done before. So I'll say that, and I'll say the blueprint. I'll say the blueprint because I'm doing a lot of this stuff like on my own and I'm not following like normal rules. I may not drop every single week, or my schedule may be a little different. You know, I'm doing it in an unorthodox way. I'm doing it my way, like Jay said. So it's a tie between Nothing Was the Same and the blueprint. Yeah. So for you, I still want to know like just more like your up and coming years. So like, did you attend any sock hops back in school?
We're gonna take it back.
Prime Time? Did you have K-Caesar come to your school at all? Like,
okay, I definitely had the sock hop.
Kappa parties back in the day.
Yep, I went to the Kappa parties. I met Kevin Gates in college. Yep, I met Kevin Gates. I was president of BSU, and we had him on campus. So I met Kevin Gates a long time ago before he was how he is now. I don't know what's going on. But met him. I definitely went to all the college parties. For the most part, world trips. You know, being in a sorority, you travel, you do all these different things. And then I moved and went to grad school. And then now, even being a speaker, I travel a lot, so I'm outside sometimes. You know, they don't see that, but I'm outside. I go to different things, concerts.
Yeah.
The first concert I really went to was Beyonce when I stayed there. I was in London. I saw her in London.
You saw her in London?
I studied abroad for the summer, and I went to London.
What venue was that? E2 or?
It was a big one. I don't even remember. I just know it was, what album was it? Was it not Formation? I don't even remember. I was just so excited to get my little cheap concert ticket in London. Me and my friend at the time, she was like, "Girl, Beyonce gonna be out here," and I'm just like, "Girl, we don't got money like that. We in a whole nother country." She's like, "The ticket's not that much," and so that was probably the last time I seen Beyonce because the tickets now, I'm like, you got to be a real fan.
Yeah.
I'll see Adele before I see Beyonce.
Why? Because you already seen her?
No, because if I had to pick even an album to describe me or artist, I would say Lauryn Hill, but also Adele. Because Adele only comes out, first off, Adele she doesn't have features that I know of. Maybe it is, but no features, but she comes out with albums and projects when she has something to say. And so it's 21. Then I think it's 25 or one of them, but it's also 30. So it's always projects, and they be like years apart, but only when she got something to say.
Yeah.
And she don't have features on none of these albums. From my understanding, it's her in that pen and writing and telling stories about the seasons that she in. And so for me, it's kind of like with speaking. I tell stories about the seasons that I'm in.
And then you said Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. Like doing what you do with like development and leadership. This album
I
is an
literally,
album. This is the quintessential album on
she ain't had no more, and she don't need no more.
Don't need no more. This is like an encyclopedia of how to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, damn. That makes
And
perfect
the heartbreak
sense.
too. It's a little bit of heartbreak on there too, you know. And it's a little bit of this notion of child motherhood and all the. It's just so many different areas of Lauryn Hill when it came to that, and that's why that album is still such a staple.
Yeah.
Right. And so, love her. And a lot of people be so surprised when I say Adele, because Adele, she gonna have you sad, but she also gonna have you realizing like you at 21 was totally different. You at 19, you in your 30s, right? And also dealing with transition. And so when I think of college students, I think of transition. When I think of myself, it's like transition. I lost 70 pounds, and so even doing fitness is a transition.
Yeah.
And trusting the process.
Yeah.
But then you got this other side where I feel like Meek Mills or like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, because sometimes you got to go in savage mode. You have to lock in and go in savage mode and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like, so I have to put that on in tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And really say like, you in the grind, you in the trenches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why Get Rich or Die Trying is on that
It's a
board for me, because like I've been in places in my life too where it was like nobody's gonna stop me from getting to where I want to go.
And that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I still feel that way. Like ain't nobody gonna tell, like you can tell me no. I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna find my way through. And that's what that album represented to me. On top of that album just having like mass hysteria when it came out, it's a handful of albums that like the album was all around me. Like Confessions when it dropped, like I heard box Chevys riding down the street bumping R&B for the first time. They was listening to Jeezy and they were listening to Usher. Confessions album that same summer. Fitness. I want to talk about fitness because you are the founder of Black Girls Who Lift and Carrying the Weight. Tell me about these. Are they organizations? Like, tell me about those.
Yeah, so Black Girls Who Lift is a nonprofit. We help specifically Black women lift as they climb. And so this could mean physically, mentally, spiritually, or professionally, right? And so a lot of our fitness events, I started off doing fitness events since 2018. And so started off doing fitness events. It was a blog called Fit in Your Skin. I just wanted to write about fitness content. And I got into CrossFit. I'm like, everybody should do this. It should be classes. Let's get a DJ. And it just took off for me having, multiple events. And then when I got to Springfield, Missouri, because I went there after graduate school, I had an event that raised over $2,000 for an organization called the Rebound Foundation. And so it was a CrossFit event, and it was called Carry Her Weight. Okay. And during the time, I was like, okay, this is cool to raise money and work out or to help someone that's not in the room. And then I had got with some friends here in Indianapolis. It was during Juneteenth. And we did 19 for 19, 19 reps and $19 for this organization that I'm a part of now for female entrepreneurs called Create, Connect, Collab. Okay. And so that's when the title Black Girls Who Lift was created. And so I stayed with that. I changed the for-profit, which is my speaking side, to Carrying the Weight. Okay. And so for Black Girls Who Lived, all of these things that I had done started to transform. It's Black Girls Who Lift is literally me, but in different stages, right? So I think of the weight loss, right? I think of the professional side. That's why it's always some professional component or helping women. And then it's this notion of the mental. Me going to therapy, me being diagnosed with ADHD, me trying to figure things out, my mom having me at 16. What does the support look like for these specific women? Because physically you can be fine, but mentally you can be messed up. And so teaching Black women about food, the value of like what we eat and how it actually fuels our body or if it's sustainable, but also mental, right? And then I feel like the stage that I'm in now is spiritual, honestly. Getting connected to God, going to church, figuring out different things, reading the Bible for clarity and understanding. And so it's really started off as a blog and then it's just transformed into what it is now, which is a nonprofit. And so I won a pitch competition 2024, second place for Zeta Phi Beta sorority. And that's when I invested it into creating the nonprofit, Black Girls Who Live, the website, everything. And then I just kind of been going. I kept carrying, I changed it to the weight because I realized that I have something for Black women. That's at my core. And college students and multiple people, companies, organizations, it's not just women that need help mentally. And so I came up with this notion of carrying the weight because no leader should feel like they have to do this work by themselves. Yeah. And teaching companies, organization leaders how to actually be effective with leading through trainings, workshops, and facilitation. And so it's interesting how it ended up coming together because I have carrying the weight and I have Black Girls Who Lift. So I still have the weight that we carry and how we lifting it up. And it just
go hand in hand.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm glad you like lumped men in there too because I feel like there's sometimes some barriers between people and their fitness goals, and it can be as simple as just like not having the courage to like work out in the gym, in a gym environment.
That's
I know
true.
that a lot of women deal with that, but men deal with that as well.
I can see that.
Yeah, and so.
Cause you've been going to the gym. I be seeing you at the gym.
I was thinking in my head. I'm
okay,
like,
the daddies in the gym.
Can I let them know? So like,
the daddies are in the gym. Go ahead, tell them.
We go to the same gym, and I like going. I go to that gym and I go to the Y as well, and I do that because
you got a family plan down there.
Yes.
everybody go to the Y got a family plan.
Because I got my kids, so but I go to the other gym because like visually I'm around other people that's more in shape than me, so it kind of push me. You know, you got a lot of cats in there. I be wondering if they juicing. I'm like, man, ain't no way you that swole, you know. But like I don't have a barrier, but like I felt like at the Y I was kind of plateauing because I'm amongst people. I'm probably like one of the younger men in there, and you know, you got older people that's just trying to, you know, do their little work. But then I go to Vasa and this cat's in there like, all right.
Then they look like mini men, 50 cents.
Yeah, I got to put a few more plates on my bench press because he over here, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a motivation thing for me. But how does one overcome some of those mental barriers that's stopping them from getting that membership and putting in that work?
Yeah, I think, one, because I started off just going to the gym before I even got certified, before I even started doing a form of personal training, these classes, leading classes, it was just showing up. I didn't have a plan at first. I would just show up. And then I was doing cardio, didn't know nothing about weights, didn't know about plates, whatever the case may be. But then I started to realize actually having a plan and being consistent. If I'm going to learn how to work out and lift weights, how many days a week I'm going to do it. Whether it's 2 days and I'm just doing upper body and lower body and doing the same thing consistently. This insanity. Literally, I tell people a lot of times going into the gym, they're trying to like figure out something on TikTok. And I'm like, you can literally, okay, if you want to do your little TikTok workout, cool. But can we not do like 5 different ones, different weeks, like all those different things? Yeah. And I think it's a confidence issue, right? I think that we need community. And that's why Black Girls Who Lift is in place because a lot of times, like you said, you're going to a space and a place by yourself. And you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's just me. You start to overthink. You start to, and we start to compare internally. When we're not even realizing a woman could look at me in a gym and people come up to me and they're like, I see you over there killing it. I'm trying. I always say, you're doing. Because you don't know, I'm 8 years in this. 8 years it took me to get to this. And so just because you comparing your day one to someone's 8th year. And so I think that's one of the biggest things, but also realizing community is really key. We're going to the gym, whether it's an accountability partner, whether it's someone that you're trying to get into shape with. A lot of times people don't go into spaces where it's not community. And specifically for Black people, going into spaces where people look like them. Some gyms will be like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think this is it. And so I think that's one of the areas as well when it comes to that motivation. And another thing I think is guidance. A lot of times we don't have guidance. We don't have no one telling us like, well, you probably shouldn't eat that. Or, okay, you've been doing only cardio, so you over 30, honey, you need to start putting some weight. You gotta do some weights. You over 40, your metabolism is not going to be the same.
What do you say to the women who feel like, I don't want to lift no weights. I don't want to be all buff?
Yeah, so that's when I have to educate them too. Men have higher testosterone levels than we ever will, and so you have to be actually training tremendously and also taking something for you to look buff. Like it's no
Right,
way
you're never
that is
gonna.
even
Yeah,
scientifically proven to happen.
there
Some
you
things
go.
I think they're looking at different women, different influencers. Some things are genetic. Some people do take stuff. That is accurate. Some people are actually taking things, whether it's steroids or what the case may be. And certain things is this woman has trained her body to be like this, but she still is not going to look like a man. She may
Yeah,
look buff or a case may be, but she is working out. She is doing multiple cycles, whether it's bulking, whether it's cutting, it is multiple time in to build muscle
yeah,
for a woman. And so I look at women, or when my friends say, I'm not trying to have all that, I'm just trying to tone.
yeah.
So you think you're gonna tone walking on this Stairmaster? Okay, you tell me how it is. And you think you over 30, and I'm telling you everything is different within your body. It's not the same. We can't just go and you like 20 something, and you like I'm gonna lose 5 pounds real quick. That's not gonna happen. And realizing a lot of people don't understand when you're burning fat. A lot of times, just doing cardio is not gonna cut it. And if you want to get toned and get that curvy body, you gotta lift some weights. You gotta be doing back, right? And so the illusion for you to have a smaller waist, inches are gonna start going away, right? And so it's hard to explain it to women because they automatically do cardio, they
Yeah.
automatically just cut carbs, they automatically just
Think
go
that's
on
the way.
restrictive diets, and they automatically sometimes just gain the weight back because it's so restrictive. And so having that understanding of food and also fitness is the core of why I started the nonprofit Black Girls Who Lift, and it's a nonprofit because it costs, right? We're not going to sit here and say it don't cost. Gym memberships cost. If it's between a trainer and your kids after school program or your kids are in sports, I can't tell you, oh, well, you need to show up for you. I don't have kids, but also I know my mom sacrificed a lot for me when she had me at 16 and continued. My mom didn't get her degree until after I got mine. So it's like, I can see where it's a choice that I have to make, and I don't feel like it should be a cost.
Yeah.
And so what ways, what grants, what programs can we get to educate people? Because specifically in the Black community, we lack knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. The gym has been a major component of my therapy as well.
It's a stress reliever.
Yeah, it's something about like it's a physical act lifting, right? But it does something to me mentally. It does something to me spiritually.
That's that dopamine. You getting dopamine.
It's the dopamine
into that brain. Blood is flowing. It's a high that you're getting. Like I said, because you're accomplishing something.
Yeah.
But like you said, with weightlifting, dopamine is happening. Blood is flowing. All of these things is going to your brain and you don't even know it.
Yeah,
and so that's when people be
real.
like, you go to the gym, it's a high sometimes.
And when I'm processing like certain thoughts in my mind, like I'll take that time in the gym and I'm thinking, I'm doing, but when I got my earphones and stuff on, my mind is somewhere else.
You locked in.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about things going on, what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, or what the rest of my week may look like. I'm processing the situation.
You play
with
music?
work. Do I? Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I alternate between podcasts and music, but when I'm working out, it is mainly music.
I do music when I'm cardio, when I'm working out sometimes I'm getting into the podcast, like listening to podcasts because I'm trying to learn how to slow down with time and attention with my muscles and lifting. And so sometimes while I got music on, I go too fast. I'll be too turned. But my cardio, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and play some trap music. Let me turn myself up. And so, yeah, but it's this notion of like just doing a small goal of showing up for yourself or even getting yourself to do certain things. Like now it's snowing, so it's really bad out. But when it's nice out, walking, getting that sun on you, it's a major difference.
Yep, I've incorporated biking.
Oh, you're a biker?
Yeah, I got a bike last summer.
Like you be riding bikes?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a trail, I live near Eagle Creek, so I ride my bike from my house to, there's a pathway that gets you all the way down 56th Street to like Brownsburg.
I mean, you riding all that?
Do I ride that whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like 3 miles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, okay. I thought you was.
Nah, I'm not going like super long.
No, I can be lazy too sometimes. Like I don't like to run.
You don't like to run?
No.
Okay.
I be feeling like a can of biscuits. Like, why am I running? No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I got to incorporate my running in like playing basketball for me is like my cardio.
That's the only thing with dudes. That basketball, every time, that's good cardio.
Man, they keep
My
us.
brother
They keep
said
me
he was,
together, man.
literally,
like,
he said, "I'm just gonna go play basketball." I said, "All right."
Yeah, because you're not realizing how much running you doing because you in the
Having
game.
fun.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of times we are programmed to think the gym is a punishment.
right.
And so if your mind, the gym is a punishment, you're not going to go and think of it as enjoyment versus you just said basketball is fun. It's a team aspect. It's a community of people you in, all that versus the gym is like, oh, I got to go here because I can't stop eating or I want to get myself right. So like you already mentally defeated as soon as you go in because you already think you're punishing yourself.
Yeah. So you said something about gym content too. I'm kind of torn between gym content because like some of it I'm against me. I'm not coming in there with my tripod. That's just me. Now, if I'm working out with somebody and like he got, he gonna get my little set real quick, cool. But I can't set my tripod up and then do my squats. I just feel like I don't know. I'm gonna be too worried or whatever. I don't know. But what's your take on it? Do you create gym content? And
Yeah, so I have been creating gym content for so long. My followers probably now, like they know I work out, but I haven't been posting that much because I transitioned because I was doing CrossFit, which is more gymnastic weightlifting. That's the snatches, the overheads, like some high intensity versus bodybuilding style workouts. It's the same thing. Sometimes I feel like it's a little boring. It's just me working out. And so I had to get used to starting something new. Because I had been doing CrossFit about 5 years. And so I had to program myself. And so I was a little nervous of recording myself and putting myself out there because some people, everybody try to act like they know what they doing. I don't care how many years in, everybody can always learn something better.
Yeah.
Right? And so the fear of people coming at me or saying something in my mind. But it was this other part, I'm a visual learner. And so I have to record to see if I'm doing something right.
Oh yeah, you can't. That's a great point.
So that's why I record. And now I'm getting more confident where I post it. I'll post it on my story or I'll put a reel together because I'm not in my mind about it because I'm looking to see my form and to learn how to do things better. Because I can't visually see myself when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So I'll look back at it and I'll fix my form and say like, oh, okay. Yeah. And it took me a while to realize that was helpful for me because I've had trainers and they've been helpful, but to visually see it when I'm doing is totally different.
Okay.
Even when they're demoing it, like, okay, this is what you doing. This is what the workout, this is what the movement is. Yeah. That's helpful because you visually seeing it. Yeah. And so I just only record because of that. But sometimes I feel like people be doing too much. You try some of the girls, I'm not gonna lie, they be makeup, they be okay. Yeah. It's a whole situation.
They're not just trying to showcase form. They trying to showcase a different form.
Yeah, they trying to get chose. And some people go to the gym to get chose.
Yes, yeah, that leads me to my next question about like, because the gym is a community. You know what I'm saying? Especially you seeing the same faces and stuff. So like, are you a person that doesn't mind being talked to in the gym, approached like?
Oh, that's a good question.
Hey, like we see each other, we say, hey, whatever, like, we keep it moving or whatever. But I know like a lot of women don't, they don't want nobody talking to them. I kind of don't want nobody talking to me like that.
I'm cool if somebody approached me. Just don't keep this like. Shoot your shot or like do what you need to do. Let's not try to make this like a 30-minute combo.
Yeah, just like get to the point.
Get to the point. If you want to say I'm beautiful, people came up to me, say I'm beautiful, they'll talk for a little bit, cool. But when you start to be there, like I've had guys be there for like through a whole set. Like, why are you still here on my third set? You still trying to talk?
Right. And then you done cooled off, like
you okay? You don't got nothing else to do? Nah.
That'd be my thing. If
no,
I stand
get it over with.
I done cooled off now. Like I'm trying to keep it burning. I
don't mind if you come up to me.
Yeah.
Just come on. I'm on my fourth set. You still here? Come on.
Yeah.
But I'm real good. It's funny because my friend said this to me. She said, I don't talk to a lot of the guys at the gym like on a dating level. And I'm real good at like homeboying people. Like, bro. Or like I'll definitely. Okay, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'll hit the homeboy on them because for me, it's like you can look good in the gym, but you're not mentally stimulating. And so I'm a very person that has been attracted to intellect now and conversations and the character of a person. I have been through my wave of dating trainers or dating a gym guy, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But me now. I'm not interested in that. So like, you come up to me, you look nice, that's cool. But I gotta figure out this deep level of conversation. What are we talking about? How are you as a character before we can get anywhere? Because you only can look fine to me for so long. I get uninterested.
Right, exactly. And then like the gym we go to, they be playing some interesting music. Sometimes I cut my shit off. I'm like, y'all playing Bone and Biggie?
Okay.
I be like,
I'm like, who the ox?
Yeah, I'm like, cool.
Sometimes I take my okay, I'm gonna go ahead and listen real quick.
Like, even when I go to the Y, sometimes they're like, y'all playing Nicki Minaj? Like, that's just the time
I'm like, they watching like, who here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's cool. So outside of the gym, you said you're doing CrossFit and stuff. I said I'm doing biking. This summer coming up, like, do you see yourself taking on anything new? Maybe swimming or?
No. Okay, so swimming. I want to swim. That is a goal of mine. And my hair and just with travel. And this is another thing people don't understand with me in the gym. It's so, I feel like it's harder for me because I have to come back and reprogram myself. Every time I'm like, literally, I was able to work out in my apartment gym these past few days because I've been busy with speaking. And people are like, oh, make time. Yeah, I do make time. But then it's like, okay, tomorrow I'm leaving for Atlanta. And so I got to be in a hotel gym because I'm working. I still got stuff to do. And I got to try to come back and program myself to be like, okay, you need to, lock in. And so this summer, I really want to take up running. That's my goal. To be
running?
Yeah, I want to run. I want to try to get into it. It's the run group. It's the run group in the city. But I heard they be getting the run. The people be there. That's what the men at. That's what they said.
They said, come on, the one out east. Hey, I see that one too. I'm gonna pop up at that one too. Though.
Hey, that's what they said. They said the people be there. The hill. I went to the hill before too.
The hill. I want to do the hill.
I want to do some more. If I don't even pick up running, I definitely want to do some more community
based
events, like attend them. I'm sure I'm going to host Black Girls Who Live this summer, and then in March is Women's History Month. I'm definitely going to host Sweat for Success, which is our workout event where we have people bring in professional attire clothes. They donate them for women for Dress for Success. But for the summer specifically, I want to go to some more people's events, some programs. I know what's his name? Bryce with the Pilates on the green. Okay. I've been to that. I'm not really into Pilates and I'm just not that girl.
Okay.
I'm not like. I'm sorry. I get a high off of lifting heavy-ish and throwing it and down. I don't get a high from stretching. I just don't. So, but I am going to start going to some of those events as well. Yeah. I know Omni, they have a brunch and boot camp or something like that. I went to that. So I try to support different people who are on the fitness wave and doing different things in the city because that's what it's all about.
What's the name of that group? That running group, and then the group that be at the hill. Is that the same group? Because I wanna shout them out if I can.
So that's a good question. The running group is called On the Run.
Okay.
And then the hill is just the hill.
Okay.
That's the guys. That's Brandon Beasley. He started the hill. So definitely shout out to him. I know Q Franklin. He was running it this last summer for the hill, and then On the Run. I've never been, but I know it started with a woman, and definitely the name got changed, but I like On the Run, and I hear it's very organized. The runs, they have they have different times. So like you can go and say if you do a run, it take you 15 minutes for a mile, they have a group for you. So I think from an inclusivity standpoint, I like that. Yeah. I like that for On the Run. It's meeting people where they are at different levels, because it's hard to say, oh, I want to run, and you got Buddy next to me with the abs running 6-minute miles. Yeah. Like, I ain't trying to run with you. I'm not trying to. chill.
I'm gonna be in that jogging group.
I'm be in that walking group. That's what.
And the thing with me with running outside is just having shoes that actually these shoes I got on now are pretty good.
I like Asics.
These Air Max 97s.
You running those? You like those? You need some running shoes.
But I need something with a thicker sole. I might need some of them Hokas or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I find when I'm running on pavement, it hurt my joints. I don't know if
Really?
I'm getting older.
And one of the things which is good too, on the run, they do partnerships where they have people come out. So like I don't know the company they use, but like they had people like get size for shoes and to give you different tips on what shoes to have. So it's educational too. I kind of like that.
Okay, yeah. That's my only barrier with. That's why I went to biking, because I'm like, okay, I'm getting that same cardio workout, but it's less pressure on my joints.
Yeah.
Also swimming too, it's less pressure on my joints. As I get older, I'm not in like no pain or anything, but I'm just trying to be preventative.
Yeah.
Moving forward, like into my 40s, I want to take care of myself, take care of my joints and all of that.
And you know what? And it's like a lot of different things. Like even now, if I'm shouting them out, you got a trainer, Portia. She does kettlebells, and so the woman be doing the kettlebells. You have Tibbs right now. He does TGG Fit. Saturdays is free classes.
Oh, right here.
Right there on Lafayette Road. Yep.
TGG.
Yep. And then you got 520.
I went there one time. Yeah, it was
they have the
workout.
Alpha Den. Brandon, he has that. So that's been for males as well. So Mac, the trainer, he's just starting in February to do free Saturday classes. Danny, she's out east. She does Pilates. And so it's so many different people. Sharita, she has a boot camp during the week. And so, and I know it's a bounce class too. So it's just so many different people that look like me that's doing so many different positive things and really trying to work out and it's free.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's for me sometimes when people say like they can't work out or no, it's in Indianapolis, it's been so many free events or free group classes. That's like even Class Pass, like Groupon, you can get you can do Class Pass for 30 days for free.
Oh yeah.
And you can try different classes in the city.
Wow.
So like that's the thing too with Black Girls Who Live is like I want to be able to provide this type of education, and you'll see it. You know it's a free class. You know you can do X, Y, and Z. You know that if you're a Black woman, certain grants and certain foundations give you 10 free therapy sessions. Yeah. And so access, knowledge, people don't know.
Yeah. Also skating too.
I want to get into that.
So
it was skating rink.
They just had one yesterday. Rise and Roll.
Oh.
I forgot the name of the organization, but Rise and Roll. It's once a month, every last Saturday at Skateland.
Okay.
Right here off of
Rise and Roll.
Glen Arm, or right here off of High School Road.
You can skate?
Yeah, yep. Oh. I skate, and then you incorporate music too. So one of the things on my bucket list is that I want to DJ at a skating rink. Either like rent one out and have a party, or like just get a gig or something to.
You should do it.
Because that's one of my favorite times to listen to music. I love skating music. Some of my favorite times for music is barbecues, skating, working out, and love making.
Look, now you had to drop that T. So you play a little music in the bed. Got it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. They learned a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So like those are like
okay. It's cuffing season.
Settings where music really come in handy for me. So like So skating is something else.
I guess I would say mine is the gym, worship.
Yes.
In the morning. So in the morning, even outside of worship, I just like to play music in the morning. Yeah. Like put my beats on and just zone out when I'm writing a speech or coming up with some content. Yeah. I always have to have music on to lock in.
Do you listen to Commission? You know about Commission? Oh, I'm glad you know. Okay, so you said worship. To my audience out there, go listen to Commission. Okay. It's a gospel group from the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, put me on.
They got this song called Running Back to You. Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. That song and then Ordinary Just Won't Do. Ordinary Won't Do. By Commissioned, ED at the end. Okay. Commission. Y'all go listen to it. Okay. Watch. You're going to love it.
You done put me on.
Yeah, because I should have put worship in there too. Like y'all see, when my head ain't even worship is in that group too.
It's
I was
okay.
tripping. Yeah.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
We're no judge. I think it's multiple levels, and so worship, yes, working out, creating anything when I'm thinking of ideas, when I'm trying to, I need some music because I'm like sometimes songs go with my speech. Right, so like I told you, I listen to Janae Aiko, and so sometimes Janae Aiko is really good at talking about love and pain, and you know, even friendships, or even grieving, or even moving past whatever chapters being closed. That's why I like Adele, because she speaks so much different things about different chapters being closed. And so if I'm creating, I'm definitely creating, working. I'm definitely listening to some music. I also like listening to music. Yeah, I'm not into music. Yeah, y'all can kind of keep that music in the bedroom. That's not my type of frequency. But hey, you know, hey, I'm not mad at it. It's giving very like when I was probably in my 20s, but like now I'm like, no. So yeah, I'm not really into that for that standpoint. But what else? In the car. Oh.
Yeah.
I can stay in the car for an hour and play music.
That's the best time to listen to
like
music.
a studio.
It's almost like you in a vocal booth when you listen to it, because you right there, and all the sounds is contained. You know what I'm saying? So you getting the true bass, the true vibration, versus like you play like in an open room and it sound kind of flat, but you play it in your car.
You feel like you in the studio.
Yeah, it sound like you in the studio.
That's what I say when I'm writing too. Like for a speech or my pen, it's like I'm in the booth. I'm in the booth. I'm getting locked in.
Yeah, I can drive for hours if I got the right music. I go.
Because it's how you just thinking. Okay, I do have a question. Do you feel like what's an album that you can play with no skips?
It's sitting right here on this table.
Really?
There's no skips on this album. Okay.
You a T.I. type of guy?
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm a T.I. type of guy.
Expeditiously, okay.
It's about time and place with a lot of albums for me. Like this album came out in 2004. In 2004.
I gotta pull it. Let me see. Let me look at my phone. All right,
what's my sophomore in high school when this came out?
Okay.
And I just like the boldness, the brashness, the confidence. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of T.I. music, but this one in particular, it was just like, y'all not fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this right now, like motivation. You don't know me. ASAP. Praying for help. Why you mad at me? Get loose. Yeah, it's 17 songs on here. You can't.
I got my album. I just looked it up.
And then I just bought this one.
You got a CD player?
Yeah, I do. I got CD players.
Okay. I got vinyls.
I got an Xbox too.
Player.
You can put it in it, but I don't.
You got R. Kelly? Okay.
Yeah, I got Kills too.
You still rock with them?
People giving me shit about having Kills.
Hey.
I love
I'm not bad at it.
It is, you know what I'm saying?
You try to separate the issues from the...
Exactly.
Well, then you got to realize R. Kelly wrote stuff, too. That's what people don't realize.
Exactly.
So, like, are you going to stop listening to those?
Are you going to stop listening to those?
The way he wrote? Slope.
Yeah. You know, like, if we going by those rules, about 70% of hip-hop, I can't listen to it. I can't listen to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But art is... I believe art is where the unperfect and where the flawed people come to express themselves.
Got it.
You know, some of the best painters were some of the most conflicted people. Some of the best artists are some of the most conflicted people you'll ever meet if you dive into.
And it could be because it's an outlet for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. It doesn't take away from the art that they provide, but it could be an outlet. And also, it's this notion of, once again, judging, right? And so I'm not here to judge anyone because I'm not perfect. And I think that's the thing too. And so that's one of the things I want to say for my album, Summer, Walker, Over It, no skips. Yes, not the other ones, the first one. London was on the track. That one. When London was on the track. She needs to put him back on there, actually.
Hey, that's what people are saying.
Because London been off. The last project was cool, but that first one, Over It, like...
She's insanely talented. I think it'd be a lot of other little stuff going on around her that sometimes I feel like it kind of overshadows just the talent portion of who she is. Because before all the London and all of that, when she was making like Session 32 and all of that, like I was like, yo, she playing the guitar, like she's serious. Like, and I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't even know what she looked like yet. I ain't know what she looked like until Girls Need Love video when they was skating.
That's how her was. Remember her?
Her. Okay, so the story with her. So I came across her when she was Gabby Wilson.
I didn't know she was Gabby.
And she came out with a song. It was called Something to Prove. Look up Gabby Wilson.
Okay.
Something to Prove. It's
That's a good one. I
probably
gotta
under
look it
that
up.
name. And she probably was about 15, 16 when that song came out. And that was about 2014, 2015. And I was like, damn, she cold. And actually that song is it's a Isley Brothers sample. Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, you in the studio.
Between the Sheets.
Oh.
Yeah, but the song is not. She's not covering Between the Sheets. She's just using that beat.
Okay.
But yeah, her.
So, fun fact: carrying her weight started because of her. Because having everything, her means having everything revealed. Yes. So I did like her. Like I was a huge her fan. Yeah. I was huge into what she stood for. Like I said, the guitar, just the artistry, and so definitely was a big her fan. I'm also into Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor is just a creative genius.
Yeah.
And she's definitely, like I said, getting the flowers that she deserves.
Speaking her season right now.
Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know I know you want to talk this briefly. Grammys.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. Tiana Taylor she been in her big one, like she been winning. I mean, I'm interested to see if she gonna, get a Grammy. But also it's interesting because when Beyonce didn't get a Grammy for Album of the Year at first, I was just like, she got the most Grammys, but didn't get that. So it made me look at the Grammys in a different way.
Yeah, you're right. And then I had my own tug of war with that. Like, damn, should I even cover the Grammys? Because it's like they get it wrong so much. So
it could be subjective too.
It's subjective.
It's very subjective. Because certain people, like even Wale has never won a Grammy. And it's like, really?
Yeah. There's gatekeepers in music. Unfortunately, there's gatekeepers in music, and a lot of these awards is based on like, do you play the game? Do you play the industry game? And it shouldn't necessarily be looked at that way. I feel
like you being nice with that.
Some of these committees and stuff is just like...
I feel like a lot of the awards are rooted in whiteness, and a lot of it just doesn't support Black people, right? You think of Beyonce. It was such a big issue with her switching over to country music, but understanding the roots of country music, who really started it. When you think of even blues, rock and roll, like so many pioneers that are Black that started so many different things, but yet it's always this battle to be in spaces and places where we are accepted or given the flowers.
Right.
And so that's why sometimes I look at the Grammys like, but on the other side, it's like we have our own awards and different things, and I don't feel like it's taken that seriously. Like the BET Awards, I don't feel like it's taken seriously like that no more.
That's true.
Like it's like,
when we should be having the conversations about the NAACP awards and the BET
Award,
instead of... You are absolutely right. So we're gonna brush over the Grammys, but I hope that who's supposed to win wins. I hope Leon Thomas takes home a few. I don't know.
I just started listening to him.
You just started listening?
I'm late. Don't talk. Don't do that.
Hey, better late than never, man. He's incredible.
Yes.
He's incredible. I went to see him, November, around my birthday out in Cincy, and it was just an incredible experience, man. I feel like he cares a lot, about
character.
This.
See,
he cares. I went to a Gucci Mane concert.
You went to the symphony, didn't you?
I went to the symphony.
What was it?
And I went to Leon Thomas a few days later. 2 different levels of care. I'll just say.
Well, they said that a symphony is not even supposed to be so long, though. Neither.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's what a lot of people didn't realize. Like, I think people thinking of a symphony as a concert, and it's not a concert.
Okay, let me tell you. Because
people was going in.
People was dressed, right? We was sharp. We walked in that shop. I'm sharp. People got their suits on.
I was about to say, I see some of the pictures.
Right,
Okay, they ready.
So, like, he doing this thing or whatever. he get to about 35 minutes. That was it. He was gone. I'm like, everybody like, what?
Y'all ready for a
But we
concert?
didn't know that. Yeah, we didn't know. See, black folks, we don't be knowing. We hit Gucci. Gucci, you supposed to give us at least an hour. But and I did an episode too where I talked about how it was too short. But now that you explain that, you're absolutely right.
But I think Young Jeezy's, I think his was longer though.
Yeah.
So it does care because I heard Young
Care.
Jeezy's was way longer.
Or maybe just like with the promoter, you probably had a certain agreement with the promoter.
30 minutes only like what? 4 songs?
Man,
Like 4,
I
5?
don't know. It wasn't. The ticket definitely wasn't 30-minute prices.
How much?
either.
Wait, so the ticket was a little under?
The ticket was over $100. I'll say.
Oh.
It was over $100.
But versus the other
But
concert
every-
you went to, it was Care.
But the Leon Thomas one, yeah. So like, Leon he in his 30s, but he's considered a new artist. But he gave that show like as if he was a new artist trying to win over that crowd. It was wall to wall in there, standing room only. This man did over an hour. Even came back and did a couple more tracks towards the end, so maybe about an hour and 15 minutes. Went from the lead guitar, to bass guitar, then he went and got on the drums.
Talent.
Like really showcased his skill set.
Art.
And I got a lot of respect for artists that can do more than one thing. Whether that be sing and write, or whether that be sing and dance. Very few can sing and dance and write, produce.
Because I can write, but I can't dance.
Right, so like not everybody has that that trifecta. So, so what about you? What was the last concert you've been to?
Dang. Kalani with Aisha. That's sad. That was like a year ago.
What city was she here?
We went. Was it Cincy? I think it was Cincinnati.
It was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but Kalani
is having a moment right now. She's having a moment.
Let's talk about though the delayedness, and that's what back to the teaching.
Yeah.
So much time went by before she had this moment. So many reps in, so many times of like being told denied, so many times being pushed back. Similar to Tiana Taylor, not being noticed. Now it's the right time. But she said this too. She's able to appreciate what's happening because she's sober.
Yeah.
She's gotten herself together versus back then she was not this person now.
Yep.
And so she's having a year. I would assume she gonna win a Grammy.
Yeah, and I think Kaylani is performing tonight also.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be
tune
done.
in.
Yeah, Kaylani, and she's a writer too. Pen.
Right.
Yeah, but it's some people. I have a lot of respect for people who can write songs, and like I didn't know Seven Streeter.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was that good with the pen. She wrote for a lot of people.
A lot of Chris Brown stuff.
I didn't know until I seen. I said, "Oh,
yeah, yep, a few of them." What was I getting ready to say next? Yeah, Kaylani is performing. My daughter, it's amazing how your kids will put you on music, and like kids be on stuff before it even get hot. So this last year, I became aware of Cat's Eye. Have you ever heard of Cat's Eye?
what is that?"
Cat's Eye is a girl pop group.
Okay.
6 different girls. I think there's like one black girl, one Hispanic girl, one white. They're all different nationalities, and they really buzzing right now. They're performing at the Grammys.
Wait, what's the song? What's the song?
Their new song is called "Internet Girl."
Oh, you know the song.
Their newest single is called "Internet Girl." And they also have the single Gabriella. You might have heard "Hands Off Gabriella."
No, only you have heard that. What's the group called?
So if y'all see my Apple, my replay, my most played, and y'all see Cat's Eye,
Cat's
it wasn't
Eye.
me. Yeah, Katseye. Yeah. If you see Cat's Eye #1 on my most played, it was my baby. Man. She put me on.
Oh, but now you listen to it.
Now I'm bumping Cat's Eye.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna be listening to it on the way home because now I gotta see. Because clearly this is the thing.
So Leon Thomas actually. So you said you just started listening to Leon. So you listened to Mutt album, right? So that album is nominated for Best R&B Album,
Ooh.
Best R&B Song for Yes It Is,
Okay. I'm not mad about that.
Best Traditional R&B Performance for Vibes Don't Lie,
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Best R&B Performance for his Tiny Desk performance of Mutt,
Okay.
Best New Artist, Album of the Year.
He gonna win something.
So yeah, he got about 6 nominations, man.
Yeah, he gonna
I
win
want to
something.
see Leon with at least 3. If Leon ain't got at least 3
He gonna get
Grammys
2.
tonight, then something.
He gonna get 2.
Then like LaShata said, it's still rooted in whiteness.
He gonna get 2. If he get 3, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, cause I mean,
But that's how you can tell he nominated for that many. It was a dope project.
yeah, it was super dope though.
Dope
Super
project.
dope. Yeah.
You a fan
Also,
because
he
you
has
know. You know.
Folks, the Folks EP that he dropped towards the end of last year is really good too. It's more of like a funk rock type of vibe, more like a Jimi Hendrix type of vibe. And then this tape that he dropped before Mud, it's called Electric.
Oh, this your guy.
Yeah, I'm big on Leon Thomas. I got the
Look
sweater.
at you. Yeah, okay.
I got the merch right here. But yeah, I'm gonna plug this while I'm here, real quick, just so people can know, because everybody don't get around to albums at the same time. Electric Dusk.
Okay. You done dropped like 5. Hey,
Yeah.
I done learned. I literally have learned some things.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. So
You done
like,
put me onto a gospel.
Yeah.
A gospel album.
Commission, run it back to you. I want you to listen to that on the way home. Run
Commission,
it back
and
to
then
you,
this
and
teeny
Ordinary Just
boppers
Won't
for
Do.
my niece, so I got
Yep,
something to play.
for your niece, Cat's Eye for your niece.
And then you got me some more R&B.
Some more Leon.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug a few others. Don Toliver just dropped an album. Anybody into Don Toliver? It's not R&B, but
Okay.
if you know, you know. J Mean. I've been plugging J Mean a lot. He got a song called Something Real. I've been posting. If you follow the Willverse page on Instagram at Willverse, you know I put a lot of up and coming artists on the stories. But JAYMIN.
Maybe that's the guy I just been starting to listen to.
Yeah, he's a young R&B artist that I believe in a lot. Who else? Gwen
This the guy I've
Bond.
been listening to. Have you heard of him?
Oh, okay. I ain't never heard. I ain't never heard of him.
Papa J. He played on
Papa J.
Creed. He was He was the Creed. He was the actor in Creed.
Okay.
The last one.
Okay.
Him
yeah.
when he was a teenager.
See, okay.
Yeah.
Papa J, y'all. It's called Need You. Mm-hmm. See, boom.
And it's a girl. I forgot her name in indie. She remixed it. That's how I found out about it.
Okay.
It's a girl. She got short hair, but she cold.
She
cold. You need to have her on Willverse actually. She cold.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Any
find her
artists
name.
out there, you know what I'm saying? I
She
don't
cold.
think, have I had anybody that does music? I don't think I have, but I'm definitely open
She
to
cold.
it. But yeah, Terrace Martin is another one who just dropped this past Friday, album called Passion. So if you don't know who Terrace Martin is, he's a instrumentalist. He plays the saxophone. He plays different instruments. If you listen to Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly album, he's all over that album.
You be really studying these projects.
Yeah, you know, I'm well versed. I'm becoming more and more well versed every day. But I know a little something.
Right.
I'm pretty versed. Right?
I see.
Who else?
I I gotta step it up. I thought I was versed, but you did broke all it down. Like who in the background? Okay.
When you came in here, I was playing Seti Hendrix.
Cause you was playing the same song.
Irreplaceable. I played it a couple of times. I just feel like it feels good. It's a nice feel good R&B song. I want to leave y'all with a few more so y'all can go search.
Yeah, you need to make a playlist for these people.
And definitely playlists are coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm bringing
Share that playlist.
back.
We need a Willverse playlist.
Yeah, so like 2016, 2017, I used to make a playlist called Cool Relax. If you know, if you listen to John B has an album called Cool Relax. I stole that name and I was making a Cool Relax playlist. I made about 40 of them. And every once in a while, I'll just repost them and stuff. And I used to make artwork and stuff to go with them. But we're going to bring those back, you know, and those are going to highlight new artists. Just songs that I feel like may have got skipped over, may have been
like
off
that.
of the radar, radar type stuff.
Yeah, I like
Foggy Raw, somebody else who's pretty dope, who got an album on the way. It's called With No Due Respect, but he just dropped a single called Boyfriend in Your Brain that I've been listening
Yeah,
to.
you locked in.
Yeah,
This your stuff. Okay, I
yeah. You know,
see.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm still in the,
Cause
you know,
his dang, you done gave us like 10, but that's good though, because
yeah,
these are some people that I wouldn't even thought of. And
yeah,
also like I'm trying to get more into newer artists.
yeah,
Cause I'm more of a, like I said, I love Tony Braxton. I
yeah,
love older artists.
yeah,
And so Gladys Knight, I could play Gladys Knight in the
yeah.
Pips for a while. What is it, Teddy Pender?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes, I love Teddy
Teddy
Pendergrass.
Pendergrass, which reminds me, tell us the story about Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. So, if you don't know, Teddy Pendergrass was in Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes,
Yes,
correct?
my dad told me that.
Yes. So, tell me about the song that you heard. You told me about a story about you first hearing that song. I think it's called "I Love You."
I Miss You.
I miss you. Yes.
Yeah, so the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, my dad played the song, and then my auntie played the song for me too. And so if you haven't heard I Miss You, one, it is a sad song, but it's basically this man crying out, being vulnerable to say like he want his woman back. And if you know men, sometimes they not able to articulate they messed up. They really want you back. Cause some men, they like, oh, you left? All right. But when I heard the song, it really just made me realize like this man is being vulnerable, and this notion of like just the like when you think about the background of a song, the background, also the music playing, all these different things, the songs back then, they got people calling people, you think of woman to woman, all these old songs, calling Barbara. Like it's like all these phone calls that's happening. So that was, another thing or whatever as it relates to that. But my dad, he was real big on like, listen to what he's saying and in the context of the story, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the things that my dad taught me. But the other one was Gladys Knight and the Pips, If I Were Your Woman.
Oh, yeah.
That was the song too. I thought the whole time when I listened to the song, If I Were Your Woman, I thought she was talking about he was cheating on her with another woman. But the whole time it's not another, like, I thought that she was trying to be his woman. He was with someone else. Whole time she's with him, but he's still memorized, like he still is connected to someone else. So they're together, but you're connected to someone else.
So it's like I'm technically a woman, but I ain't really a woman because you got somebody.
Because
else
if
in
I
your
was,
mind.
I want all these type of things. I wouldn't stop loving you because clearly you care about someone else. And so when I talk to my auntie, we always talk about the oldie songs where it's like you think you know what they're talking about, but then you listen to it multiple times and it gives you something else.
Yeah.
Right? Like even Gladys Knight, Midnight Train to Georgia, I talked to my grandma about it. I thought the whole time, I'm young, I'm like, what, she going to Georgia? Like, what's going on? But it's a man that thought he was going to live his dreams and it really didn't work out. And as a woman, the love that she has for him, she gonna follow him and be with him. But it's also this notion of like dreams sometimes are not what you think they are. And so it's so much deeper meaning to it. The song that I've been playing recently, and I'm just going, it's Teddy. Like I said, I've been into the old music because I be needing to think. I be needing to really dive in
I want to
the
add
time.
a little piece.
Go ahead.
So that song, I learned about songs.
I
in
didn't
reverse.
know that what you said about Teddy until my daddy told me. With
being in that group. So also, I learned a lot of songs in reverse.
Really?
So there was this song by Jay-Z on the Dynasty album. It's called "This Can't Be Life."
Okay.
It's featuring Scarface and Beanie Siegel, and the beat is Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I Miss You. But I heard that Jay-Z song first, and it was just a cold beat. I think Kanye made the beat or something, and I heard that.
Oh yeah.
This can't be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went and I heard the original song after that.
Yeah, it's
just
a lot
like
of
so many songs.
The samples.
And that's
I
why
got an uncle.
sampling
He's so
is
good
important.
at like, oh, that was such and such song. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sampling is important. I know some people feel ways about samples and stuff, but if it wasn't for samples, I wouldn't have known of so many artists, so many songs. If Bad Boy didn't pretty much loop up all them old songs, Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out, and Herb Alpert,
Alicia Keys,
dum 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 dum. That song that Biggie Hypnotized is actually a older song from the 70s. So
I just like, I know some people don't like sampling, but I like sometimes how people recreate stuff. Like, think about it. You got Woman to Woman, and I talk about that song, but we got Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia doing the same song.
Yeah.
We got Alicia Keys, she did If I Were Your Woman by Gladys Knight. Like, it's so many artists that's remaking it. Where if you didn't know it, you're like, where is this from? Yeah. And then you getting put on to like, oh.
And then that just made me think about like content too. It's like we give Summer Walker them a hard time. That If I Was Your Woman song ain't too far away from a Summer Walker song content wise. It's just in a modern time.
I think it's interesting because reason why I'm curious to think what your perspective of music. So my auntie and my dad, some of them think like the older music is more substance, like it had a meaning, versus our music now it's like, it's not it.
I said this in the last episode. Innuendo is missing in today's music. And that's what made the old song so good, because there was innuendo and maybe they were talking about a more serious subject, but it's packaged in a more digestible way where your kids can still listen to it. Like, think about the song Mtume, Juicy Fruit. Juicy.
But you don't even think it's...
You don't even know, what I'm saying, until you get older. I feel like that's how good music should be. I should be able to still play it for my kids, but then when my kids turn 30, they should be able to listen to it in a whole new way.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I was listening to that?
Yeah. I listened to D'Angelo Brown Sugar when I was 8.
And now I'm like, oh, this is...
And then when I listened to it when I was 28.
That's true. That is true.
Whoa. Actually, this is maybe my favorite album of all time. Like, after you have... Like, even listen to Confessions and stuff, like not knowing like the severity of what he was talking about until you have been in a relationship yourself.
Yes.
Until you have dealt with infidelity yourself.
Maturity.
And it's like a whole new album.
Yeah. So I definitely, like I said, agree with that. Now, this was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So, before we get out of here, like, what do you have coming up?
Okay, so I have my Black Girls Who Live in March. It's going to be at the end of March. I haven't dropped the date yet, but we're having the Sweat for Success. So it's going to be a workout event, and we're going to be working out, of course, and having people bring in professional attire to donate for Dress for Success. I am hosting also, I have not told anyone yet, but I want to host a mastermind for specifically Black women to teach them how to become a six-figure speaker, like to make 6 figures from speaking. And basically, I'm going to be teaching how do you come up with prices, what should be your areas as it relates to topics, how do you pitch yourself. A lot of people are like, oh, do you have your slide for pitching? I have no slide deck for pitching. And so you would be surprised what conferences you should go to, what's the lead generator, what's your marketing plan, all those things. And I'm actually inviting my mentor, who's made way past 6 figures in speaking, to drop some gems and some things that you should be doing as well. And so I'm going to be doing that as well in March. And so I'm excited, like I said, to have those things. For my job, because I didn't talk about this, I work full-time for a law fraternity. And so I do leadership as well. And I'm actually hosting at the end of March, March 26th, law students, specifically law students of color around the world. They apply for a program I oversee. I'm hosting them in the city of Indianapolis. So about 15, 16 law students.
Okay.
Yep. So I got a lot of... March is Women's History Month. And also I heard, I ain't gonna drop the date, I heard DJ Solo doing something too. We might be working together for March for Women's History Month, some ladies' night type of stuff. So March gonna be busy.
Okay. A lot of exciting things on the horizon. So yes, be on the lookout for all of those things. This is LaShata Grayson. She is she is well versed in her in the subjects that she covers, and I'm proud of you. And
Thank you.
you're an inspiration to young Black people. I don't even want to put a gender on it, on just like confidence and commanding the room. Um, for me, for well versed, before we get out of here, concert season is coming up slowly. So new addition, Tony Braxton,
I'm going to Tony.
Boyz II Men.
I'm open.
We will be covering that. I will be going to that concert, checking that out. So I will be reporting back on a future episode here in February. We got We the Ones comedy show coming up too. I don't know if I'm gonna attend that one just yet, but just looking to go to more events and getting exposed to more music. I'll be watching the Grammys tonight. Also have some more guests on the way. So a lot of exciting things. Where can we find you on social media, LaShata?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram, LaShata.Marie, LaShata.Marie. That's my Instagram, and I have my tags for Carrying the Weight, at Carrying the Weight, and I also have at Black Girls Who Live. It's not spelled Black Girls Who Live, BLACK is BLK. But if you follow me on social media, in my bio is all of my tags for everything that I am doing. And I also have a website too. So you can look up Black Girls Who Lived. That will pop up. And Carrying the Weight. That will pop up as well.
Okay. Also at Will Verse Show on Instagram, Parish Plus on TikTok, Will Verse Show on Facebook as well, Parish Butler on Facebook also. And then I want to leave us with a quote that I see that you posted.
Okay.
It says, "You're allowed to honor how you were raised and imagine a different future for yourself."
And I said that.
She said that, y'all. LaShata Grayson. I am your host, Parish Butler. This has been another episode of Will Verse. Until next time, peace.